What's good, everybody? It's your boy King Mel, the 8 God.
Yo, what's poppin'? It's your boy JP here, aka the Troubled Artist, and we back again, man. We are back again.
Episode 5.
Episode 5?
Episode 5, man. We are in it. I want to appreciate everybody that's been sticking around so far. 5 episodes in. Yo, we doing all right with the views. A little decency going on. A little tiny little community coming together. A little pack.
As long as we're having conversations, that's the most important part. You feel me? I like to see people talking back and forth in the comment section, or at least if you have any kind of opinion, anything to say, you respond, you know what, I agree with you, or finally somebody said it, or y'all need to shut the fuck up. Like, why are y'all saying this stupid stuff?
We don't mind that neither.
Yeah,
we don't mind that neither.
Hey, man, we having a conversation. I'm glad that we can do it here. You know, I'm glad we can bridge that gap.
Big
man,
facts.
how was the week for you?
We was rather busy, not gonna lie, a little busy. Just been, pumping out like last episode I was talking about how I was shooting all these videos. So for like the past couple episodes I've been just working on the videos in the back end. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of just getting them out the way, getting over the holidays, gearing up for the December bookings. Kane just turned 1 year old, so
yes, sir.
We just got over that. Back on stream. I was off for a little bit because I was a little sick. After the holidays, I don't know, family comes through and too many people around. You know what I mean?
Germs,
germs flying around and stuff. So I'm just not getting over that, just to get back into the streaming and all that. But I would say everything's good, man. The money's coming in. The shape up is still a little bit intact. You know what I mean? Just, I'm going to have to call the barber up in about a week or two. But hey.
Now all you gotta do is put that do-rag on later.
Sometimes
you be alright, bro.
Sometimes I be going to sleep without it. Bro. I got this new mattress.
What? You going to sleep without the do-rag?
Listen. I got this new mattress, bro. If I touch it, it's over.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Over. Some new memory foam shit, man. Yo, it's over. I'm not gonna move a muscle.
Yeah.
I'm waking up at like 3 a.m. Like, fuck.
Damn, they called me again.
I wasn't supposed to do that.
They called me again, man.
Damn it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I might be a blunt or 4 deep. You know what I mean? By the end of that night, so.
Right.
Yeah, so. But other than that, man, everything cool, calm, collected. I got my Troubled Artist industry shirt on today. I had to show love.
You got the old version. I promise you guys, we about to get some new versions soon.
Sir.
The mock-ups is already tough, man. Everything is in the works, man. But I appreciate that. You ever since I gave that to you, you've been rocking it. Hey, you know what? This shirt is like, 4 years old? It's still holding up?
Has to be.
It's still holding up?
Yes. I keep it intact. I always wear this shirt whenever I got something like artisty going on. Like I wore it on stream multiple times. I've wore it to like concerts or like showcases, or like if I'm going to like a meeting or something. If I don't want to give like fly guy. No, I want to give like, you know what I mean? Like this is somebody that knows something about like music or something. So I always throw this on. This shirt has touched a lot of big rooms. I can't even front. Yeah. Even if it was like under the hoodie or whatever. Right. Touched a lot of big rooms.
I tell you, I gotta get him the first. You're gonna get the first designs, man. The first prototypes of that new design, man. I'm telling you.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie.
How was your week, man?
Yeah, man, busy, bro. Busy as fuck. Like,
as
so,
it should, man.
Again, right? I like during the week, I do like the finance stuff. So I work for a company out in Manhattan. I went to the office twice this week.
Ooh.
I've been back on my gym routine.
They got those tolls now when you go down to the city. Is that real? They really did that,
bro. Yes, they did, bro. But again, I got like the commuter benefits like thing. So my job kind of subsidizes that. You feel me? On top of that, it's like I'm back in my gym routine. Oh, wow. I'm back in the studio. Made a new song finally. I'm sitting here. I'm like, I bet we get. Yeah, don't worry about it. We'll play that. We'll play that joint. You feel me? But it feels good to get the wheels turning. You know, all this Kendrick talk. I heard a West Coast beat on YouTube. I was like, oh, okay, you know what? Fuck it. Let me hop on one of these joints. You feel me? Little song. You feel me? Yeah, and even still like business ventures and stuff. So like again, right? I'm actually like actively working on the new Troubled Artist merch and the design there. I took on a new management project for a restaurant in Brooklyn. So y'all keep your eye on that, man. When I come here with you gonna see it's gonna be real good eats. It's gonna be done right quality.
We should do an episode at the restaurant one day.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna be doing a cooking episode. We're gonna do a cooking episode right in the spot. You feel me?
That'd be hard.
Show everybody, hey man, what y'all think, man? What's going on in these streets right now? Let's bridge the gap. But so it's been like busy, and then yesterday, we always gotta talk about a little bit of our personal lives and the shit we doing. went on a nice little date. Went to I don't like to, yo, fellas. I'm gonna give y'all some game right here.
You know she gonna watch this.
I'm gonna give y'all some game. Hey, boo. You feel
Oh,
me?
boo.
Fuck out of here. But yo, I'm gonna give you fellas. I'm gonna give y'all some game, right? There's an app. Download it. Open Table. Anytime you wanna go out on a date, you pick the restaurants that have like 1,000+ reviews and 4 to 5
tell
stars.
us you went on a dating app and found some random girl, bro. I was about to be like, yo, my nigga, where are you taking us with this story?
No. I'm telling you, if you want to be the person that takes this person like somewhere where the food is always going to be 10 out of 10, the drinks are going to be 10 out of 10, the vibe, the atmosphere is going to be 10 out of 10. What you need to do to be like, because most guys they go off what's popping. Oh, where we're gonna go? We're gonna go to Tao. We're gonna go to fucking Say Less. We're gonna go to like we know all that shit.
Most of them spots is hitting. I can't.
Town is overrated. I don't want to hear about that. I don't want to hear about it.
Say Less though.
Say Less is nice. Say Less is nice. But guess what? Right? If you want to be different, everybody taking these girls to the same 5 spots. Yeah. You feel me? You go on Open Table. You go and you pick whatever area you want to go, and I'm telling you, you're not gonna have to spend a crazy bag, and you're gonna get 5-star service. Also, super pro tip: have the girl, when you guys get everything come through, have her film it with the lights on. They're gonna think you're a food content creator or something, and they're gonna give you hand over feet service, everything. Oh, how are you guys doing today? Because they think, oh shit, who are these people?
Right.
Now. Mind you, this method doesn't work for everybody. If you walk in there and you've recording everything, but you look like you never been nowhere before, like you just don't got that shit on, you look like you never been nowhere before, they're gonna be like, oh, they're just excited to be here. You feel me? But if you guys come in
they ain't
there,
never been nowhere.
Yeah, you feel me? Oh, they excited. Look at that. It's just, oh, relax. You never seen a drink before. But if you guys come in there, you got that shit on, you feel me? You're into a nice little spot again. You went on a 4.5 or 5-star spot, rated on the app, and then after you go and you record everything with flash. They're going to see, oh, these guys, we got to make sure everything look right. They're going to give us a review, and we need the best. So that's a pro date tip. Trust. You feel me? But, yeah, man, that overall, that was my weekend for sure. So, I'm telling you, man, I'm going to send you the link to that app, bro.
Did the day end with the...
Hey, man, tranquilo. Tranquilo, man. No hablo inglés. I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry, bro. We hey, that another thing too, niggas though never. You feel me?
Will there be a part 2?
Hey, listen. When you do something, when you move the way I move, there's never not a part 2.
Cause you know Big Bag. Remember the Big Bag story we had?
Oh my!
You obviously didn't have one of those. I'm hoping.
No, bro. I'm like I said, bro. I'm very picky, man. I'm very picky.
You saw that video with Duke?
Which one?
And like. Shout out Duke Dennis, man, but I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Yeah, shout out.
I can't believe y'all niggas, like this is news to y'all niggas, bro.
What?
Real niggas only go for girls that like us.
Facts.
That's real player shit. Like that's not news. I can't believe some niggas just found that out when Duke said it. Yeah. Only go for the girl that likes you, bro. You know what I mean? And it'll show you who you are and what you really working with and what you really capable of. You know what I mean? When the caliber of women that starts choosing you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas, they see that girl, that mad height, they do the most. They go up over and above they means for them. And that's why we're living in this generation that we are now. Because everybody feel like they need a step. You know what I mean? To get this girl. When in all reality, you can literally just be yourself. And she will choose you. You know what I mean? And you'll keep her through respect, you know what I mean? Chivalry and all the other good stuff. But like, bro, these niggas that's out here choosing, you fucking up the game, bro.
And now, here's the thing, too. What it looks like when a girl is choosing you dating somebody who likes you, it means she's not going to make you jump through a million hoops to hang out and spend some time together. Now, again, right, depending on the caliber of woman you going for, no, I'm not going to come over your fucking house at 2 o'clock in the morning and this is the first time we're meeting. Be smart.
Have some self-control.
Yeah, and not only that, have some respect. You like, it's like, I get it. We trying to, a lot of us, we trying to get our shit off, like, you know, quick. You feel me? But if you got, like, think of it if you was a bad chick. If you was a bad chick, would you just, every nigga who texts you just first date, oh, you know what? This guy just matched me. I'm going to go over his house. Nah.
Let me tell you something. Anytime, let me tell you, as a nigga, I hate to even talk about myself like that. As someone that's been in a position with someone like that, you know what I mean? Hey, we both had our one night stand.
Of course.
You come to find out it's something wrong with this. Bitch, get me the fuck out of here.
The decision making process isn't that great.
Nine times out of 10, bro, you gonna want to get the fuck up out of there, and you should have never been in that situation in the first place. Right. So never rush.
Right.
Never rush into that type of shit, bro. You really you could make the best decision of your life. You could. I'm not saying it's never happened. You know what I mean? But just
I like the long play too. Sometimes you gotta let that joint marinate. You feel me? It's like a nice roast
they
in
like
the
that
oven.
shit.
You feel me? Don't be so thirsty to hop on it. Damn, she came over. All right, so and then you ready to just like tranquilo, man, relax.
You know what I be doing back when I was single? Cause I've always had like an office setup type thing. Like,
right.
So like I got a girl, whatever. First time linking, first time coming over, whatever. Cool. I'm gonna sit at my computer, at my chair, and you gonna sit on the couch.
Right.
We gonna talk like that.
Yeah, and I'm not even gonna make it
a good minute.
Yeah,
you know
don't even make it a crazy thing to be all up on her every 5 seconds. It's like
that might even be the whole first link.
Yeah. Yes.
I might show you something on the phone real quick, and then I'm gonna make my way back to my computer because I want you to think, yo, why this nigga like so far?
Yeah.
Like, next thing you know what? You might come pop a squat on the computer with me. You want to see what's going on.
Right.
Now I see the vibes, but and that's how you know she choosing.
Yeah.
That let her make her own decision type
she's now pushing those boundaries. You feel
me?
Right. Now do that while still maintaining good eye contact, being smooth, being funny, just getting to know, like actually try and get to know the person, and they're going to feel that difference because a lot of dudes, this is what's going to separate you. A lot of dudes, they have no idea what they doing when it comes to just being a personable person. Like they're not good at handling relationships with the opposite sex. They know how to handle they know how to deal with their homeboys. They know how to talk to they nigga on the street. But after when it comes to
they know how to talk in that Call of Duty lobby.
Yeah, they know. Yeah, it's all kind of foul stuff. But now it's a lady in your presence. You feel me? And you sit here and you just like talking to her like she your bro, like just be cool, be suave. It doesn't have to get there first link, and she's going to realize, damn, he didn't really even try and why didn't he? You feel me? Like, nah, she's different. All right, bet. Because they all, like, especially again, if she's a baddie who be outside, she might be dating. She's not like giving up to everybody. So because she's trying to see, all right, is this one another one? Okay, cool. You got a Mary's. All right, cool. You got some off-whites on,
right?
And you what is this supposed to? And everybody got some. You feel me?
Right.
Show me something different. But yeah, that's the pro tip from the guys that bridge the gap. You feel me?
Try to enjoy the link too. Like,
have fun. Have a good time.
Yo, bro, you know how many of this show? Yo, I've met some of the best friends I've had are females, are women.
Yeah,
are women, bro. No cap. Like, they real. They're genuine. So, I ain't gonna lie, some of them are actually hilarious. And when you get jokes from the other perspective, yo, they are the number one connects. But it's my female friends that bring me the bag. It's my I keep saying female, my apologies. It's my women, my lady friends that bring me the bag, bro.
Right.
That get me them connections, that bring me in those rooms. Like and they don't even hesitate. There's no jealousy. There's no competition.
Right.
There's no envy. They genuinely want to see that W for me. You know.
And when you go out and you know you have just a beautiful woman with you, and you guys just go out and hang out together, the way that the room kind of notices that, like I remember again, you go out, bro. There's people coming up to you just dapping you up for no reason. you feel me? Like it's women looking like, damn, like okay, like they come up and they see you feel me? Like it happens, and afterwards the next time somebody sees you, oh yeah, bro, I remember you was with not, and they just have this like. I'm telling you, there's a value in there of not ruining all of your relationships with the women in your life. Just be cool with a couple of them.
Yeah.
Let it be. Yo, there's value in it. If you don't see it, you played yourself. Simple as that.
Some dudes, they too tied in that I'm not your friend. We not friends. I'm not your friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, bro, cool. You too fucking cool. Are you gonna miss out? You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's like, damn, you only friends with men? like,
right?
like all your friends, you don't want to be like.
That's real predatory. You trying to accumulate just as many women as you can so you can just smash something. Like that's some predatory shit. I can't even lie to you, though.
Hey, man.
I can't even lie to you. You trying to smash everything with a. Yeah, nah.
Not everything. You can't do everything. You cannot do everything. Have some peen discipline. You feel me? You can't be out here. And, yo, Another thing too that's gonna let you know where your level is like if you just if you make a profile, you make a dating app, how many people are actually in your likes? You feel me? Like it'll tell you like, oh, this many people hearted you. If you see that number is low, you feel me? You might have to go invest in some nice pictures, invest in a better haircut, invest
a new look, man.
Yeah, you know.
Yo, I noticed I did this little thing. I went from like connecting my shit to not connecting. I was like, damn.
Yeah,
it's a big ass difference. Like the little goatee, just the mustache into the little. I was like, all right. Then I trimmed it. I didn't even know who the fuck I was. Right. I couldn't recognize myself. I'm like, damn boy, you handsome as hell.
Right, yo, and don't be afraid to experiment. Like, yo, I had waves for the last 6 years. My God. I only just put my hair in locks this year. So it was like earlier this year in January is when I started putting these shits in fucking locks.
Oh shit.
You know what I mean? Like
that's healthy. I didn't even go lie. That's healthy as fuck.
I be drinking water.
I had these shit, you know? Damn near 3 years now almost.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you why, bro. Yo, and if homies trying to get your hair to grow, you feel me? You guys keep picking your hair out when it's in an afro. All that shit causes breakage. You go to sleep without a do-rag, all that shit causes breakage. So your hair is falling out faster than it's growing.
Yeah,
so your shit is gonna be the same length forever. That's why Lil TJ, his hair never grow past his eyebrows. You feel me? Same shit, bro. Yeah. If you hearing this, stop picking out your hair. Get a do-rag, man.
I gotta cut my dead ends.
No, just let them be. Just grow your hair. I don't know if that's stylist advice, but just like let it go. You see how it is like this. Keep your hair in like a style for 3 weeks at a time. Let your hair breathe for 1 week. Put it back in a style. Say over and over and over again. You're going to get some.
I got my little shoulder lean on.
Okay. A little something. A little something. But we got real shit to talk about, man. There was so much shit on the news, man.
Yeah.
So, do we want to start with the assassination? Do we want to start with John Wick?
Is John Wick of New York City a GOAT or a villain?
And if you're a CEO, should you be scared right now? Like, if you got a company you a CEO of companies.
Depending on the type of company you run, you should be scared because now the people know what they're capable of.
Yo, bro, they got into a beef with the fucking Riddler. There was like words written. There was words written on each bullet, bro.
Deny, defend, depose.
What are we actually talking about right now, bro? This is literally something out of fucking the Batman, bro.
And the fact that it came out the next day, guys, that's how they got the autopsy. They pulled them bitches out and was like, deny, defend, depose.
Bro is leaving Easter eggs across the city, bro. He's dropping shit in like for people to find, and then he was already out, bro. This is literally the plot of the next Joker movie, bro. Like this is something that it's like all right, bet. What are we expecting next? Is there gonna be some scandal that comes out? Like
United Healthcare pack. I had to.
you put him in a pack.
I had to.
Damn, bro. Damn.
I had to, bro. I can't. I see. Last episode, I had to bring the pack for bro. I can't even front. You denying people healthcare insurance and shit, but at the same time, right? For the people who don't know. The CEO of United Healthcare Insurance, the company, whatever, was assassinated at 6:45 a.m. in New York City by
John Wick.
I want to call him a hero or vigilante. You know, some people are happy with it. Mm-hmm. Some people are not. At the end of the day, that's somebody's father. That's somebody's dad.
Yeah, that's a person.
That's a human being. That's a person. So you got to have some sort of sympathy for dude. Right. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. We all know healthcare insurance. Healthcare companies don't really have much sympathy for the average person. At the same time, can't really say that healthcare does wonders for so many people. Like, you might have to pay $7,500 for something, and they might pay the other $500,000.
Like,
you know
what
I'm saying?
I just went to the dentist. You feel me? I got that good insurance.
You might have to pay that $40 copay instead of that $900 thing.
Right.
Hey, we can hate healthcare all we want, but at the same time, like me, I'm in the process of getting healthcare again right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I should have that shit by the end of the month. But I've been without it for almost a year.
Right.
You know, I ain't gonna hate on healthcare. I used to be like, fuck healthcare, I don't care about that shit.
And then you realize, damn.
Then I got grown. I'm like, wait,
shit.
you need $500 just to look at my hand? Oh, okay, all right. So I could see why this could, hurt somebody.
That's another reason why, you guys, a lot of people want to be entrepreneurs. Or you want to live your life in the streets. You feel me?
Yes.
Hey, the streets don't come with dental care.
No.
You feel me? Like you gotta pay up. You feel me?
I ain't tell you I pulled my wisdom tooth out myself.
Nigga, what?
Oh.
What?
This shit get serious out here.
Time out. So we sit here, we talking about one of them, like in a movie situation where the person got shot and they trying to do the surgery on themselves. And they like,
hey, he might have denied me service, so I took matters into my own hands. Yes.
Oh my God.
Look, bro, my shit was wiggling for like 2 years almost.
Right.
I'm like, all right. And one day it was just, I'm eating chicken wings. I'm a chicken wing. I'm a chicken wing. You hear crunch. I just felt that shit I'm like, whoa. And it's literally dangling. I'm like, what am I supposed to do, bro? Like, I know the dentist is going to charge me $3,000.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do at that point.
And I don't want to, like, do something, pull it. I don't know if there's, like, a nerve attached. Yeah. You know, there's all types of stuff that should connect to your brain and shit. I'm like, okay.
So I go on Google. And he flipped the coin. He was like, all right.
Bro, I went on Google and I went on YouTube. I'm like, wisdom tooth pulling. I'm like, yo, they're literally just pulling it out your mouth.
Right.
They're literally going to the tooth and they're just yanking it. There's no other procedure.
Right.
And then I saw a dentist do it to himself. He's like, yeah, you can, but you don't really need it. If it's not bleeding, you're good. I was like, back. Rip that bitch right out. I swear to God. Yank.
That is crazy.
I was in the bathroom. I'm like, all right, bet. Went back to busting down my chicken wings. And I was Gucci. Yeah. I ain't had a bill or nothing.
You see, now what is it
that they don't tell you?
Now what is it that you can't learn off YouTube, man? YouTube University has come clutch through, like from fixing vacuums to doing your old oil changes to even pulling your own teeth. What can't you do on YouTube, bro?
What you do with YouTube?
Nah, man. There's no that's why there's no excuse for you bitches not to know how to cook. That's why there's no excuse for you bitches to not know how to cook, man. Fuck is you talking about? You can learn everything. You can learn everything on YouTube. You sit here, you can't. Why is the only thing you know how to make Alfredo? Huh?
And you only put salt and pepper in that shit, but you ain't put no cheese in it. Man, listen. But yeah, so homeboy did the worst way. On his way to a meeting, you know.
That still happened.
It still happened.
That still happened.
And then you said they put his job on LinkedIn?
Bro, the next day, opening. United Healthcare CEO. It's like, shit.
Look, they don't care. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? The company don't care neither. They need somebody to run the company.
Now, we need to ask the more important questions here.
Right.
Who hired this guy? This was a planned hit executed to perfection. Now, I never want to hear anything about conspiracy theories again because we just saw one play out in real life. And NYPD, fuck you. Y'all talking about 10 grand for information for me to snitch on this nigga John Wick? Y'all
people come and find us?
10 grand? 3 pairs of Amiris?
Yeah, nah.
Come on, bro. They just took out a CEO of $1 billion company. You talking about 10 grand for information? Yeah. Good luck. No. He already in fucking Australia somewhere or something.
He's on his way to his next CEO.
Yeah, He made a call. Job's done. Simple. It's bro, finished.
They found a picture of him, right? They
Bro's
caught him.
Low-key handsome.
Bro.
He's low-key handsome, right?
He got a little cheekbone. He got the jawline going on. Hey, look, man.
Bro, low-key got the bro. I'm sitting here, I'm like, oh, okay.
I'm gonna post a clip, right? I'm gonna post this clip, but there was a video of somebody named Riley Walls.
Sure.
And he was like some New York City nerd who reverse engineered the Lyft app and basically tracked down the city bike that John Wick jumped on after killing the CEO.
Cool.
Bro, if you look at this video, this kid looks exactly like the killer.
Yeah?
There's no difference. Got the same cheekbones. There's absolutely... And I'm sitting there talking to myself. I'm like, well, who else? Like, if you know how to reverse engineer a Lyft app...
Right.
What else do you know how to do?
You
know what I'm saying? Like, do you know how to get into like street cameras or something? Like, and you look just like the fucking dude. Like he was laughing. Like it was the same facial structure as we seen in that security footage where the guy was smiling at the desk and shit. And I'm just like, now I'm not here to blame Riley Walls. Please don't sue me. I know this is the second time I'm on the internet. It's just so crazy when you're looking at the vid. You're like, wait a minute. And like his boys in the background just blowing his cover. Wait, Riley, how'd you get that information, Riley? Wait, how'd you get that, Riley?
He's like,
yeah, you don't know it's your homeboy. He's like a fucking super geek that can like reverse engineer apps. This is the first time. But you see, that's the thing. If you're just asking him like that out of context, like
if they're joking about it though, if they're joking about it, and it's like if it's real. That's the thing. They know whoever sent them. We good, bro. We could. Yo, the job is done, bro. They wired that. They wired those M's to us already. Bro. We already know it was probably like the top. It was probably like a U.S. senator or the fucking president or the CIA. Like something. We good. Like
this. Yeah. As soon as I saw that shit happen, look, mind you, we know New York, right? We know the capabilities of New York.
Right.
Once I saw the time that he did it, book bag, mask, jacket.
He went for lunch right after that.
By the time we found out of what was happening, that nigga was already in the air on a flight to Cuba.
Yeah. He was already.
He's watching that shit. He landed. He's like that little smile he got.
Yeah, he's like, yeah. Look at that shit.
Got him.
And yeah, he left the little Easter eggs around the city just for people to find. And
went to a country where there's no expediting rules, whatever, no expediting laws. And
oh yeah, I'm a ghost. Who's to even say that's his real face? You know they got them hyper realistic masks and shit, bro. They got them the world is really like there's no telling what's really real and what's really not.
We know he was Indian.
He could have been me.
Skin gloves on, you know. Like, do you think we're gonna actually find this guy?
No, he's gone.
He doesn't even have to leave America.
No,
he could go to like the middle of like Montana.
Yeah, shit. He can go to Jersey and get a sub and be chilling, bro. Like he can really go. He probably went and got himself a coffee or some shit afterwards. Like, all right, that was fun. That was my morning. But yeah,
what's the difference between him and all the young niggas in Philly running around sliding and dropping shit?
Well. First of all, you actually got a bag for it. These niggas are really just.
You want to open that window for me?
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of people are crashing out, and they just crashing out against people who look like you and don't have any power to change the situation you're in, versus somebody who you took out a CEO of $1 billion company without getting any innocent bystanders hit. You know, you got
the innocent bystanders alone.
Too. Yeah, like you didn't bother nobody else. He said he had a target. I bet. Wow, fine, done.
Bro, they said that he was staying in the hotel across the street.
Oh yeah.
Camping out, like he was probably there a couple days ahead. Saw that man.
It was so orchestrated down to the meeting that they were supposed to have. He's like, all right, we know these guys usually work remote. There's a meeting that everybody needs to be in. I'm talking some real life scandal shit. So maybe somebody from the inside. Who knows? It could have been somebody who wants the title of CEO at the company. Right. That fake setup they see. Like there's so much things that this can go into that it's not just so. I don't think we're ever gonna get an answer. But hey, man.
All right, so I think now it's time to address something that's very controversial on the internet. You know, Andrew Schulz's response to Kendrick Lamar. It's a lot of doubling back. It's a lot of doubling down, and it's starting to expose a lot. You know, in my opinion, I think his response was wrong for saying that he could and would sexually. I ain't gonna say he would.
He's saying he
he
has
could.
the ability to.
He has the ability to sexually assault Kendrick Lamar. That is just diabolically.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how little respect you gotta have somebody to say some shit like that. Double, triple down, fight everybody on the internet, and then afterwards. What I think that we really gotta talk about is how freedom of speech is real, but there's no such thing as freedom of consequences. So it's like y'all say stuff in front of these cameras thinking stuff is cool, right? Like all it takes is one good ass whooping. But the thing is, it's like when somebody doesn't care, what is it really that you can do? Like if he's obviously his stance is, I'm saying this, I don't care about how you guys feel. You guys are being sensitive. Everybody's joked about this, and now I'm joking about it, and y'all want to cry. And it's like, and I'm pointing up, and it's like he's like, oh, everybody's talking about this, and now it's me. Y'all want to cry? Fuck it, I'm standing in it, and I say what I said. It's like, okay, like you can say what you want to say, but that doesn't absolve you from how we feel about what you said and the consequences that come with that. And again, right, if there's no consequences that come with it, then what realistically can be done about it?
Exactly.
So like, yeah, it's in bad taste. I don't think I've ever heard anybody be this disrespectful to Kendrick Lamar, which is crazy because he just got out of beef. So it's like, damn.
Hey, for Andrew Schulz to think
this might be the most disrespectful shit said all year about Kendrick in a year that he was just in a beef.
Yeah, and honestly, and then what? That's supposed to be a joke.
He might have been dead serious.
I don't know. That's supposed to be a joke. My whole thing too, it's like, you're doubling down at the fact that like, yo, we just don't feel comfortable with the way you speak on black women. You know, like, okay, if you feel like he feels like he can speak on black women any way he feels like, because black people and black men speak on black women however they feel like. But it's like, if that's your excuse, if that's your reason to feel like you don't need to respect people and you can just use it was a joke as an excuse, you know what I mean, or as a gateway for everything, it's kind of like, all right, bro. We don't. I don't know if I want to take your joke serious anymore. You know.
You're not supposed to take jokes serious at all.
But I don't know if I can take him serious.
What can you take serious about a comedian? Why? Well, that's the thing too. It's like why does everybody's opinion matter? I don't have to care about any, like, some people don't even deserve your like mental space. Yeah. Some people don't deserve space in your mind at all. So if it's like, if I know this is your thing, this is what you do, like Myron Gaines from Fresh and Fit podcast, they're another group of people that just don't exist to me. Like, y'all have no mental real estate because you're not serious. You're not serious people. You feel me? I'm not gonna like waste my mental energy on the bullshit that I know that you're saying, that we both know that you're saying bullshit. So it's like,
but Myron and them, they're not comedians. You know,
they're wannabes.
Yeah, they're not doing interviews with Donald Trump. Like, Andrew Schulz, like...
Right.
Like he's somebody who we kind of didn't bring... Like nobody asked for Andrew Schulz to be in hip-hop culture. Right. You know what I'm saying? But we didn't ask for that. He's kind of somebody that just appeared in it due to his affiliations with certain people.
So are you going to blame Charlamagne for this?
We can blame Charlamagne for this after we see how he goes about it. Next episode, you need to put Andrew Schulz in his place. He's getting too comfortable.
But what does that even mean? If I come up there, because that's the thing, right? People come up and they're pandering.
Ignore him, please.
You know what I mean? So let's say Charlamagne goes up on that podcast and he panders for 5 minutes, and then the next week is done, and they continue to go about business as usual. Who fucking cares?
But Andrew Schulz then starts to tread lightly. I'm saying hypothetically. Right. If he starts to tread lightly. We know Andrew Schulz at least has some sort of a respect for Charlamagne. If he don't, if Andrew Schulz continues on going forward you can call him a joke, but like, hey, you're gonna continue making sexual assault jokes towards niggas, black niggas. You gonna continue speaking down on black women. You're going to continue speaking highly of white men and just you just going to like belittle any black woman, any black man at any opportunity that you can. You're going to do so. It's kind of like, all right, we can kind of read between the lines here. We know what you use your jokes for. You know, right. You would never talk about sexually assaulting Trump.
You can't. You see, that's the thing.
Or Biden.
Right. Yeah. No. That. Listen,
you know?
Right.
But like Kendrick Lamar, Kamala, you start to see, you know, what the jokes are used for. And that's something I know personally about white people. They gonna find a way to get it off. You ever ask a white person, like, you ever seen a white person ask you, what's that thing on your head? They know why they did that shit.
Yeah, you know, I'm not gonna lie.
You know, why do you wear that? Is that your real... How'd you get your hair like that?
Right.
How does it just stick like that? They know exactly what the fuck they're doing.
Right.
This is just how they get it off.
Right.
You know, just to watch you explain it. They're like,
those microaggressions, they only try that with people they think they can get that shit off on.
Exactly.
Which is most of the time the marginalized women, because... Like, I don't have a face that says you could just talk to me anytime. It's very rare in my life. Yeah. Some people don't have a face or a look that just says you could just say whatever to me.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh man, it comes such a line, right? Because there's always the thing about like just mutual respect that I believe everybody needs to have for everybody.
Yeah.
But then afterwards it goes into the cesspool that is comedy and free speech, right? And it goes there because then afterwards it's like, all right, because if he's gonna go and play the, all right, well, if you guys are gonna go this hard on me, then you need to go this hard on every single joke that has been in this lane ever. And if not, then I don't care. And then it's like one of those things to where it's like, all right, like, do we take these people seriously? Do we give them views and attention that they so desperately crave or not? Because if I feel like if you don't like something, don't click on it, don't give them views, and eventually it'll go away. Because talking about it and getting mad and getting in their comments and oh you SOB da 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 da, and it's like he's sitting there at home like haha gotcha. It's like it's a lose game.
No, so I know what you're saying, right? Like you can choose to not let it affect you, and like you personally, you know. But now when you think about it in like for example, right? We're podcasters. Right, Andrew Schulz, right? We're podcasters. Andrew Schulz and them, what they do, that's podcasting. Right. So when it comes to like what the people choose, as of right now, we can say they're gonna choose to watch, I guess, the Andrew Schulz podcast, right?
Because people just know him right now, yeah.
Because they matter,
right?
So that's who gets that's who has the voice. You feel me? You have to be careful with who you give a voice to out there. And my thing about my thing about Andrew Schulz right now, it's like you just showed us why we have to be careful with you. You feel me? Like you can't tell black niggas to get on black niggas that speak on the culture that they were brought up in. You know what I mean? You like, oh, if you gonna say that to me, what about that black person? Shut the fuck up. He grows up and that's his life. He can actually talk about that. That's his real trauma. You know what I'm saying? That's his real life. He really grew up in that. So if that's what sometimes he came up off that because that's really all he knew. And trauma sells. You don't have that. You don't have the right to those you don't have the right to those jokes. Like, you know what I mean? We don't see it funny from you. You know what I mean? Because you can't relate.
Right.
And there are people out there like you who would very easily take advantage of like, you know, the fact that this is just a joke, you know?
Right.
Because we know how you really feel and it's not hard to tell. That's what I mean by it's like, we see what you use your jokes for.
Right.
You know, you would never do that to Trump. You're not doing that to white people.
Nah, wait.
Your jokes are diabolical towards black people.
Wait. Time out. Because I'm sitting here, and first of all, I agree with all of that in what you're saying, right? But then afterwards, when you take it, like I always take a step out of myself personally and just look at it just like this, right? And if I'm looking at it like from this perspective, then that's when the argument can come. Well, then y'all motherfuckers joke about white people all the time. We supposed to take it as a joke. Y'all motherfuckers joke about we joke and again it's the same thing. Like let's say the LGBTQ community and Dave Chappelle and his beef with them, right? And they're like, oh, you keep talking about us and da da da. And he's like, well, you guys want to be equal, so I'm joking on you as equal. It just is what it is. I don't care. And then they have the argument to say, oh well, we're a marginalized group. Because some of us are black and this, you know, so we're more marginalized than you. How can you be punching down on us the way you do all the time? Right. But then after Dave Chappelle, his stance is, well, again, if you want to be equal, that means when I joke on white people and I joke on Asian people and I joke on black people and I joke on the LGBT, you all get it the same and I don't give a fuck, right? So for us to like, and I agree with that. So even though I don't like it, it's in bad taste when Andrew Schulz does his jokes about whoever he's talking about, right?
And I think Andrew Schulz, it's kind of funny.
I don't really have that one funny. I don't really have an opinion on him because I don't watch him to say he's funny, right? Yeah. I see the clips that go viral sometimes, and sometimes I chuckle, and sometimes I'm like, damn, he's a
little obnoxious.
He's toting the line, like he's really. Yeah. He's really stepping over the line, but I don't have an opinion on him because I don't watch him. But I already can tell from his point of view that same argument is going to be made, and I don't have like a legitimate argument to counter that other than, well, I don't care because I'm black and I don't like you talking about it, and that sounds like some bitch shit. You feel me? That just sounds like some. So that just sounds like some.
That's not valid either.
So that's why I'm sitting here. I'm like, when it comes to situations like this, yes, we got to be careful who we give a voice. But you got to also remember that their voice is only as loud as us reacting to it. If nobody reacts to it, if nobody pays attention, if nobody tunes in, you just showed why people shouldn't talk about you. When people talk about a certain community, starts with a J, and you see what happens when you talk about them. Yes, J, and then ends with the Jamaicans, right? Okay. Right. But when we talk about a certain community,
like those shitty restaurants. I had Jamaican food last night.
No, but
the service is just my God.
Right.
There's an episode coming for y'all real soon. All right.
Right. But let's say the specific community I'm talking about, you joke about them, and after they use their influence and their power to make sure that you never have the right to come up and speak.
What are you talking about?
Yes, yeah. Now we on the same wavelength, right? So
I thought you talking about Jamaicans, bro.
Yo, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Go take a lap, bro. Go take a lap and then come back and then we can sit back down. Yo, man. But my point is when like when certain communities get affected and they don't like what you have to say, they do what they can to make sure that you suffer the consequences of that. So just like us,
like Jews are the only one that can really do something with cancel culture.
Black people have we spend the most. We have a super powerful dollar in this country. Our attention, our everything is what gives a lot of these people a platform and a voice in the first place. So if you don't like what they had to say, maybe the argument isn't because there's no legitimate argument for us to actually say, hey, you can't say that, because that's bullshit, to be honest. You can't tell somebody that they can't say whatever, but what you can do is exercise how you feel about it and say, all right, you want to say that? Here are the consequences. So that's how I feel about it.
So he said, don't let no white comedian talk about no black woman. That's law.
Right. And again, the situation he's talking about.
But the thing too is like Kendrick never even said Andrew Schulz.
Oh, brother, hold on, wait. That's another thing.
That's
too.
what they were saying.
Yeah, bro, that's nonsense.
I just wanted to bring that up.
Because as soon as he said that shit, the first thing they did was, you see, Andrew Schulz, he's talking to you. He's talking to you. Yep. Fuck you. Finally, somebody said fuck him. Yep. And then afterwards he responds, and it's, well, he wasn't even talking to you in the first place. He didn't say your name.
That's the Kendrick fans for you. It's the Kendrick fans for you. The
worst fan base
woke
on the
people.
Fake
woke people, man.
One of the worst fan bases on the internet. But it's one of those things. So I ignore that. Yeah. I ignore that because they can't say, oh, well, he didn't say his name. But the situation that Kendrick was even referring to was the Shits and Gid podcast went on Andrew's shit, and he asked them, like, do you guys date black women? And he's like, oh, yeah, no. He's like, oh, y'all bald because they stress you out and you guys get the beard to protect you from when they slap you. That was the joke. It was stupid. It was
but I you know what's crazy? You just reminded me of that.
Yeah.
And that's a crazy fucking thing to say. That's like white ignorance. Like that falls into the category of, why do you wear that on your head?
Right.
But I'm telling you, and I only know that because I went from a black neighborhood, Spring Valley, Slint Ave, Spring Valley Commons, I was saying, to North Rockland.
Facts.
And I had to process how white people are.
They're passive aggressive.
Yo, and when you get through it, you're like, then you don't let nothing slide no more. You're not playing because you notice like, you playing with me because you think, okay.
Right.
So when you say shit like, you got thick beards, so when they slap you, so not all black women are aggressive.
Yeah.
What you saying? Like, is that what you were told? Like, that's why I don't give them passes all the time. Like, because there are white people who won't do that. They take that shit very serious, and they would never cross that line, and they were taught better. And there are people who were not taught better. Their parents are racist, but they got to conduct themselves in public, but they can't. So it comes off performative.
We're both black. We go on a podcast, and somebody say that to us. It's our job to kind of check that right there.
See, now what if Kendrick Lamar...
They didn't do that. And they were just like, and they kind of laughed about it, right?
Yeah.
Another question I'm going to ask, because I know it's kind of like a stereotype, but if he had said it about Latina chicks, because there's also that thing of, they're crazy, they're spiteful, they're this, they're that, and they stress you out, and blah, blah, blah. Do we see it the same way?
Now, you can, but people don't see it the same way because black women are more attacked and they're more under attack. You know what I'm saying? So Latinas are more in favor to white men, black men, some of them, Spanish people themselves, so
and you see
any real human being might be like, yo, that's just, that was a little racist.
It's whack. It's just a whack joke because you see
whatever.
And that's where they get across being the passive aggressive. He's toting the line. It's like a tightrope because on one end, if he had said it about Latinas, everybody would have been like, haha, I get it because it's spicy Latina, she gets me upset.
Right.
But then after when you say it about a black woman, there's all of the history that comes behind it to where you might be like, hey man, that's not valid. But then after, from his perspective, he's like, oh, well, I wasn't saying it because she's black. They're just black, and I'm talking to them, and they're black.
And at the same time, it's like pure ignorance, because look at you and look at me.
Facts.
I'm older than you.
Right.
I still don't got a beard. You feel me? Not for real.
One more. Slow it down. I just dissed you. What are you talking about?
No, so it's like, he thinks black men just got beards. We just bearded up.
Oh, okay. I think
you know what I mean? We just bearded up ass niggas. No, we're not. I'm still struggling over here, nigga. Yeah. I still gotta get the roller, the coconut oil, nigga, the fucking nigga, you know what I mean? So I wish we were just all bearded up, and that would be true if that was the case, but it ain't. All right, some of us are still struggling over here. We gotta pull the baby face look, cause I still don't even connect right here, dude. No,
just let that shit go, bro.
I'm about to be 30, fool. I still don't even connect.
Next time you go, just every time you go to the bar, we're telling them, high cheek, don't even touch it. High, yeah, I'm telling you. High cheek, just line it up.
Right there.
Everything else, whatever's going on, pretend it's not even here. Just let it fill in for a couple of months.
See,
that shit'll fill in on its own,
My barber be telling me, nah, keep cutting it. I ain't gonna lie. If I let my shit go right now, it's definitely gonna be way thicker than it's ever been because I ain't let it go for over a year.
Let it
you know
go.
What I'm saying? I've been straight. But you know what I mean? It's still not true. We all not just bearded the fuck up like that. Now, I have a question. If Kendrick was there and he walked and he hit him with a Will Smith, smacked him dead in the face, did he disrespect comedy?
What?
If Kendrick got up, like say Andrew Schulz said that joke and Kendrick was in the crowd and he got up and he smacked him in the face like Will Smith did to Chris Rock. Did Kendrick disrespect comedy?
No, he was just going to be making the guy stand on what he's saying because his whole point, and again, it goes to the point of people having a heightened sense of bravery saying shit behind the camera. If he was brave enough to say that in a crowd in front of dude, that means he's expecting him to get up.
Right.
It ain't no Chris Rock situation where he's telling a light joke about G.I. Jane or some shit like that. And he's like, we're here at the fucking Oscars or some shit. Oh, it's Will Smith. Maybe he's coming up here to tell a joke. And, shit, he just smacked the shit out of me, bro. Like, no, it's not that. If I'm saying, hey, listen, you right there in the crowd. Yeah, I'm talking to you face to face. If we were in the same room and I chose to have my way with you, the only thing that you could do is decide if it's consensual or not. If I say that to another man to his face, that means it's almost his job to come up here and it's at this point I've challenged you. Come up here and do something, and if you don't, no, he doesn't. Kendrick would have just been doing what he has to do. And I don't know, man. I heard Kendrick got hands, right? He be boxing and shit.
Apparently.
They say he be boxing, so
he's saying he took about Tig.
Okay. Another thing you sent it to me. I didn't know too much about it, but you was talking about Sexy Red was going viral on the internet. Her and her baby daddy or some shit like that.
Somebody, one of them. The story never really made sense to me.
But it's something along the lines of he having a conversation with her, and just like a little hoe, he recording the chick talking about some. Nah, say that again. Say that again. What you said?
I got you a 4K.
Hold on, wait. You're burning all them boys, right? You said you're burning, and she's like, yeah, that's right. I said I'm burning. She's standing on it. She basically said, yeah, I'm burning, and what, and what. So, I guess what are we gonna talk about? Because it's like, do we think it's real? Is it fucking real or not?
So this is the problem, right? Usually when something like this happens, you let it go, right?
Okay.
The internet, just let it go until it comes back, you know?
Okay.
Or until there's harder evidence. But in that video, not only did multiple credible sources pick it up, academics and multiple other pages that won't speak on it unless this is actually what's going on. In the video, she said, like, he's basically like, yo, you burn me or something, or let niggas know you burning. He said he didn't get burnt by her because she has herpes, allegedly. She has herpes, and it's like the NBA YoungBoy version where you only get it when it flares up.
The NBA YoungBoy version is crazy.
I don't know. The MS
is that not a crazy?
Hey,
hold on, wait, time out, bro.
I'm not the most educated in this stuff because I just stay far the fuck away from it. You know what I'm saying?
Are you
MSVTBTSYGS?
Are you meat inspecting niggas right now, bro?
Yo, look, all I know is because he said it. So he was talking about. I know YoungBoy got that shit. He got that shit with. He got that shit with pride. He not hiding that shit because he was elaborating on like, bro, like you should be like you ashamed of this shit. Nah, like this niggas out here proud of that shit. Man, baby, proud of that shit. You run around here burning people.
They got a special ability. They got a flame ability.
So it's
Amaterasu.
So apparently it's a specific type of herpes where it's only contagious when it flares up. When it's like visible. Okay. And when it's not, you can have intercourse and people are safe. As long as you're taking your medicine and whatever you gotta do, you won't spread that shit, basically.
I don't care about this whole pussy, man. What the fuck is the point?
But look, right? She was saying in the video, like, I don't care. I hope all these niggas get burnt, basically.
Right.
Like, more or less, like, she don't care that she's running around burning people.
So you think that she should get the Gucci third leg treatment? And
yes, she needs to show the results. We need the results.
All right.
We need, because if it was anybody else, if it was any other man, especially like Gucci third leg, you know, the eyelashes are gonna come together, and they gonna force niggas.
Can we call? Can we just call?
There's already a Gucci out there. It's already a Gucci out there, man. We can't put smut on Gucci name.
No, we're not talking about That's Gucci Mane.
I call him Gucci third. Yeah, we'll call him Gucci third. How about Hoochie? Cause you know, for the herpes, Hoochie.
Yo, a G3, bro. We could go a G3. Yo, G3. I ain't calling no man, no fucking what. Yo, pause this whole fucking section, bro. This whole segment, bro. I don't even know, man. Whole point is, is it double standards for the internet to not be dragging her the way they drag G3? Yes or no?
Look, to call it a double standard means we want the internet to drag her. But you know what? It's just crazy to me. Because look, right?
Guilty.
We can't just... Right.
Count one.
Yes.
Spreading herpes.
Look, it is a little bit of a double standard, you know what I'm saying? But what's crazy to me is, like, she's been out there talking about making, like, those videos she posts or those pictures she posts on the internet. I'm at the doctor trying to see why my coochie stank. Oh, yeah. Like, yo, those jokes don't come from nowhere, man. Yeah. Them shits don't come from nowhere. Like, those are dark jokes. They come from a place. You know, they come from a place of knowing. You don't just do that.
What I'll say
Girls don't just sit around, like, jokingly saying this shit. Like, that's not a joke, man. Oh, why my coochie stank? Man,
and
what?
Often.
And then you got, right, exactly. Then you got the lip gloss brand, gonorrhea. It's like, yo, man. And like, again, like, right? this, it was funny at first. Mm-hmm. It was funny until we fucked around and found out.
To me, that shit was never funny. And again, this point I was bringing up earlier before we even started recording, I'm sitting here, I'm like, yo, already our culture, we have things, our women are, like, at risk a lot more in public because of the stereotypes and the bad connotations that come with them and all the stuff that other races look at us and they feel away, and like that, it puts our women at danger more than most people because they think these guys are over sexual beasts that are dirty, and like those are all racist things that people think. So to have somebody here in the culture, whatever culture that is, because I don't even know, like, why is that culture, quote unquote, but to have somebody who's popular in this shit and basically reinforcing those stereotypes, making y'all look crazy. So now when another comedian like Andrew Schulz comes and makes a bad joke about it and and then he points and says, well, look, it looks bad, right? Right. So it's one of them things to where it's like, dog, is it even culture? Should we pay attention to it? Doesn't belong in the shit?
No, I'll tell you. It is culture. I got two answers, right?
It's whose culture?
I'll tell you. The reason why I don't use the whole, I don't want to, like, do this to black women. Look, I got respect for black women. I date a black woman. My mama's a black woman. You know, an immigrant black woman like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but look.
Some of them might say you're not even black because you're an immigrant.
And you know what? Fuck them.
Yeah.
Fuck them. They can eat a dick. Right. I remember growing up as a Haitian boy and being told, shut up, you Haitian, by a black man or a Jamaican. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the day, we black. Fuck all that. But boom, right? There are women out there who would look at us like we're crazy for not accepting that woman for who she is. Because
fuck out of here.
Like, there are feminists out there who look at sexy, but like, yes, this is, you know what I mean? This is liberating, you know what I mean? This is what a woman is. This is sexy. We accept this. Like, while men shouldn't have an opinion on what this woman is doing with her body, her choice. All that comes into play. So I don't do the whole, like, if this is what you're doing, if this is what you're displaying, and then you got some funk behind it, I'm on it. I'm on your ass. I'm on your ass. No cap. Because if we're looking at it like, why are we allowing our women to like this shit? We get hit with the, look what y'all teaching the little boys. Why are you worried about what a woman doing? Worry about yourself. Hey.
Hold on.
And they feed into it.
So do we want the community to back up Kendrick when he says we can't let no comedians talk about black women as law, but at the same time we can't let if we can't, if we're supposed to sit here and come to we're supposed to be the protectors and the providers and like we're supposed to protect from the outside problems, right?
Yeah.
But then after when we have internal problems, we can't have a voice or opinion on it. How does that fucking work? I'm not gonna lie. It's two things, right? You can only do so much, like, because if I can't say, hey, like, yo, that's crazy. Like we there's certain things that's just dangerous activities or that's a problematic mindset. We can't go down that way. Hey, you have no point. It's not your business. Facts. It's not my point. So okay, cool. But then after now people's coming. Now there's problems that come with that could have been avoided. Oh well, why aren't you guys sticking up for this, that, and the third? And it's like, hold on. All right, we stick up for it, but then we try and prevent. It's certain things to where it's like it's a catch-22. There's a video in this same world. There's a video of the guys in like Russia talking about would you provide for your woman all the time or go 50-50, and then they compared them to the American guys. All the guys in Russia was like, of course I'm taking care of it. Oh, of course. And then the guys in America, they were all sick in their face. They're like, what? Why would I do that? Da 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 da. And it's like it's two different cultures because over there. Russian, yeah, like in different countries, certain people have like there's a certain level of respect and like in order for me to like protect something like for you, your girl and all that kind of stuff. Like let's say you and your girl, right? You feel like if something comes up, it's your job to protect her, right?
Absolutely,
right. So that means also when it's time to talk about certain things in certain situations. You also have some form of influence there to say, hey, listen, I'd prefer if you didn't go here like there at night by yourself because otherwise now you're putting me in a position to where I have to come in. You feel me? Like there's a certain level of give and take. That doesn't mean she has to listen to every word you say and you're her man, right. Her dictator. But there's a respect of like, hey, I expect this from you, so that means you expect this from me, and it's a symbiotic type of relationship. If it's one of those things to where it's only expectations from one end and then the expectations on this end aren't being received, then there's a disconnect there. You feel me?
You gotta be like aligned on the goal. Like,
yeah.
You guys gotta be headed in the same direction, or like at least know where
yes.
Headed.
If the household is headed in the same direction, then that means every role and everybody can play their role properly. So, like again, because as a guy, you expected to die for your girl. You feel me? That's the expectation. If a bump comes up at night, and who you're not sending shorty to go and hey baby, what's that? Nah, I don't know. You go check. I'm not going down there to check. Are you crazy? What? Hell, that's not. Yeah. So when it comes to so now when it comes to these things of hey, listen, pushing these kind of stereotypes and pushing these kinds of behaviors is putting our already at risk women at even more risk by enforcing all of these negative stereotypes. If we can't call it out and say, hey man, that's not cool and it shouldn't be thing, then I don't know, man. It seems like a lose-lose situation to me. But that's I'm just a black guy. I don't know.
No, yeah, exactly. I'm just a black chill guy.
I'm just a black chill guy. I'm just a chill guy on the internet talking.
No, facts. See, everything you said was 100% facts. And I look at it like, because before I was like, you said something like, are we going to consider this something with the culture or whatever? And I said there's two answers to that. First answer was like, Sexy Red. I don't give them a pass because, at the end of the day, like, they'll get mad at us if we don't accept it anyway. We don't deem this as, this is what women are capable of. And, right, if we don't champion it. So, but I also look at it like there's already a demographic like Sexy Red out there. And she's just paid to put that demographic on a pedestal. Like if you look out there, there's Sexy Red and then there's Doechii. Mm-hmm. Doechii's there to provide for like those real, level-headed black women with a purpose and with a goal and with an idea in life. Sexy Red is there for the ratchet. Right. You don't see Doechii with herpes fucking allegations, gonorrhea, lip gloss, lipstick, but you see them glorifying Sexy Red. You see her on a higher pedestal.
I feel like
Doechii's definitely getting her credit now. Absolutely 100%. Like I saw some Tiny Desk shit this morning on Twitter. I was like, we reacting to Doechii now. That's what we do. I was getting ready to, after all this, get my Doechii shit up. You know what I mean? So chat, when y'all see this, know this is why we started reacting to Doechii. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I'm tired of looking at shit like Sexy Red. I was forced. Like I think I was influenced into accepting it. Because when I first saw the first song, I don't remember the trash shit she put out. I was like, what the fuck? And then, you see all the big woman rappers out there. They're co-signing it. They're bringing her on tour. They're singing this shit. All the other girls like it. You start to be looked at like a sassy, hating ass nigga if you don't see the vision or the vibes with Sexy Red.
Or you could just but my solution is just ignore the shit you don't like. Like if I don't accept it,
I'm in music, so if something come up,
but you see,
I gotta look at it and I gotta question why are y'all taking this serious?
But the beautiful thing about being in the position that you're in is you have all the choice in the world to give influence and amplify the things that you think are worth it. Yeah. And the things that you don't, you really can ignore and pretend it doesn't exist, and there's no downside that comes to you. That's the thing. So that's the one. Like, if we really never wanted to talk about certain things, we never had to. Never had to, and you would still be able to do just as good because you're passionate talking about the things that actually are important. Yeah. And that's when it goes back to your whole thing of being careful about who you give a voice. It's the people you give a voice to that can give a light onto certain things that you like. You feel me? Or things that are important. So that's when it's our discernment. Like, people saying, "Oh, I had to." You didn't. I'm hearing you say, "I had to accept it." Hell the fuck no, you didn't. You feel me? Ain't no. You don't have to accept shit. You don't gotta accept.
When you're watching it enough, when you keep up with it enough, and you go, that's what I mean by, like, I kind of had to, where it's like, okay, I saw it from the start. Then I saw where it was going. I even saw a ritual. Like, I noticed right before she ended up on Drake's For All the Dog album was the night her sex tape leaked. It was on when he dropped at 6 a.m. and her sex tape leaked at like 11 p.m. and I was on stream and I'm like, wait a minute, he's dropping at 6? What the fuck? So now everybody's like, yo, it's not coming out at 12. Here come this fucking sex tape on her story, and I reacted to it. I didn't obviously play, like, I didn't keep it on the thing, but I'm like, wait a minute. And then I'm listening to the OVO radio thing, and they're like, oh, the Sexy Red vocals just came in with SZA, like that happened the night of the drop. Like, they were still putting shit together and uploading things into Apple Music because they have the ability to do so. So I'm just looking at certain shit, and I'm watching her rise, and I just seen after that, then you find out she's kind of signed to Drake through Gamma and all this other stuff, and you're just like, okay, like, all right. So now they're getting, like, they're putting her in our faces, they're gearing her up for us to, like, take this serious and actually consider this a thing. And I'm in the background the whole time like, no, what? Drake? What?
And you see,
and then boom, now she touring. She bringing Kodak on fucking tour. Man, Kodak's supposed to be bigger than her.
And you know what?
But hey, so that's what I mean. But, like, I was kind of coerced into, like, okay. And then you kind of forget that the sex tape, people are past the sex tape. Nobody really cares. Nobody actually, like, questioned
just
that.
1,000.
They just took it. Yeah.
It's just the level 100 gooners that just.
Right, exactly. And they just took the video and they just took Sexy Red and took her viral moment, and we're just like, well, you that bitch now. You know what I'm saying?
And you see, this is what I'll say to you as any listener or anybody on the internet. You don't have to fall for the programming. Yeah, you can see things.
Kamala Harris exposed.
If you don't like something, it doesn't have to ever exist in your world for real. Which is why I think so many people just, like, there are things and problems that people be getting so amped up and upset about, and it's like, it doesn't have to exist in your world if you don't want it to exist in your world. Literally, turn your phone off and it doesn't exist anymore. Nothing, if we're being so fucking for real right now, most things on your phone, as soon as it's off, it's not real. It's not real anymore. Who the on?
Wait.
All right. So let's talk about it, right? Kendrick Lamar announced his tour with SZA.
Grand National.
Yeah, GNX tour. They have a lot of it's a stadium tour, right? Here's my question though. Is who's the opening act? Because I don't know. Because I don't know if SZA should be the one that's opening for Kendrick Lamar. She might have a bigger pull for a bigger audience than, I don't know, man.
At the same time, she was a huge contributor to the project, and the reason why it was actually good. Like, all the outstanding, amazing songs, she was on them. And it was her voice uplifting me through the majority of it.
And again, she has multiple classic albums. Like, she actually has multiple classic albums and a huge, 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 huge following. So Who's the opening act?
Kendrick has a lot to do with that from the beginning. No, she was signed. They were all on the same label.
Yeah, but that wasn't her manager. She was just on the same label.
But Kendrick was that. He was the
big artist on the label.
Kendrick's catalog brought the bag through that label, man.
Who cares? Who's opening? You think she gonna be?
So
who's gonna be selling the most tickets out of the people? So it's like of the two of them.
Well, they're
what
both
percentage?
struggling.
What percentage of
they
the
both
crowd?
struggling to sell tickets?
Yeah, I mean, because they chose to do a stadium tour.
In reality,
that shit is not selling out. But
in reality, you're not selling out a stadium tour in one day. Niggas gotta buy them tickets. It's not Friday yet, so somebody might get paid next Friday. You know what I'm saying? Realistically, them tickets gonna get sold. You have to be Taylor Swift going on tour with fucking Luke Bryan or whatever the fuck them country singer's name is to sell out a stadium tour instantly, just on the drop. I don't like who's done that. Stadium tour sold.
And we gotta see
Taylor Swift and Beyonce, followed by Adele, would do stadium tours sold out.
I think Adele can
instantly.
do that shit by herself. I'm not gonna lie.
Probably.
But back to what we speaking about here, because we also saw that they say, oh, we're gonna open up a second show in Toronto. That's marketing. That's bullshit. Because the first one didn't sell out. It's not even a quarter sold out. And then, bro, on top of that, y'all sitting here with the lower pricing. Get the tickets. They're the lowest they ever. It's like y'all are being. It's like okay, all right.
I did see that's the one thing people posted.
Yeah.
You see, he's doing it on Friday the 13th.
Yeah,
it's on the 12th, but it's on a Friday.
Yeah, it might be.
It's on a Friday, I'm pretty sure.
Regardless, I'm seeing that it's one half of the stadium here, and then this behind them, they're not even selling seats here. I don't know what's going on. It's a wicked game.
That's not a full stadium tour.
It's a wicked game.
You gotta get in the middle and let everybody.
Yeah, it's got to be packed. But regardless,
do you think that Toronto?
Wait. Back to the question, man. Who's opening? Who do you think? Who is the opener?
I got to answer for that.
All
If
right.
Kendrick was smart and the way he uplifts black women and is very performative with it, he would open that bitch up and leave it off to SZA. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
It's co-headlined. It's co-headlined.
That could mean SZA's dropping something too, maybe.
She has
she already
classic
did her
albums.
tour for the last album, no?
She has 2 classic albums.
Yeah.
It's about time for her to drop again, isn't it?
I'm never gonna complain. SZA,
Never.
oh my god, you see
Never.
the music videos, bro? Damn, she be looking, SZA, you be looking good, girl.
I got
Damn.
For you, though. Who was the headliner of the Drake and J. Cole show, though? They were both headlining acts.
But it was Drake's tour that he invited this person to come in for this show. That's the thing. They didn't go on multiple tour days together. It was one of those things where it's like, all right, we here, yo, bro, come out, like, and then an artist from this area comes out. So that's where it's like, if you I would have felt you if they actually had went on multiple tours together. It's like, okay, you guys went here and here and here and here together. But I think they just went like when they did New York back to back a couple of times. Hey, like, come on, fuck it, you here with me.
They say, go ahead.
So, do you remember who or like how that Drake and Lil Wayne tour went?
Nah, I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I just got into podcasting. I don't know.
I don't even think they had any hype. I think that was like a Drake side mission. You know, like let's just do this shit. Fuck it.
Swing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't Drake in album mode. Shit. Right now, Drake's fighting the label. We all saw what happened last time. Look, he just can't. He's in a beef. He just charted one of the biggest artists without dropping an album at all. And we'll get into that. So like, I'm not surprised why there's over 250,000 people sitting in the queue for his tour. And Kendrick having about I think I saw a picture. There was 67 to 70 people in the queue in Cali. That's kind of fucking crazy.
We'll see what happens. Let's give him a chance.
You should have 250,000 alone there.
Let's see what happens. I'm wishing them the best of luck. But
whose tour is gonna be hotter, man? Drake's 7 shows in Australia, or however many, or Kendrick's stadium tour?
You niggas can't get booked outside America for name, right? is that
Kendrick could though?
No, but that's what he be talking. Yeah, he could. He could.
Kendrick might be big. I mean, look, you're always gonna be bigger overseas. Now, you might not be bigger than Drake overseas, You know, but if Kendrick were to do a show overseas, believe it would be fucking ridiculous. Like, absolutely ridiculous. It would be a couple 100,000 people at a festival. Absolutely. But Drake, it might be bigger. Not might be. It will be bigger.
Yo, you know, that brings an interesting question that, like, I posted something on TikTok and y'all was chap and all in the comments. So we're going to have this conversation here. The prompt was Nicki Minaj and Drake were the highest selling artists of this year, and neither of them dropped an album this year. So they outsold everybody. Like Future, he dropped 3 albums this year. They outsold him. Kendrick dropped an album, outsold him. Fucking Tyler, everybody who dropped something, these guys, they didn't drop any albums, and they were still number 1 on male and female. So my question to you guys is, how much do you guys count or care about this the streaming and how much somebody gets played? Because as an artist, there's a couple of things, right? We know that numbers don't necessarily always correlate with talent, right? Nobody's gonna say nobody says just because it's popular doesn't mean it's the best. But I think things go on like a slider. I think it should be on a slider because the whole purpose of, especially as an act, you're not underground. As an act, your job is to create stuff that people want to go back to. These guys have dropped music that from in their past that people consistently go back to and are streaming. They don't have to drop a new album to stay on the top.
Yeah.
So how much do you guys count streams, sales, and success into determining who is the quote-unquote best rapper in this stuff? What do you think?
So people, especially in 2024, those numbers mean everything to people.
Okay.
Like the word, like, the numbers don't lie, people took it too far. They took it and ran with it.
Okay.
Now they're more focused on creating a moment to leverage, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes that moment can be so big that it pulls some interesting numbers. And then it comes to a point where they don't even care what it was or what the fuck they heard. You know, it's really just the sensation in that moment that they're more interested in rather than the music itself.
But you see,
you know, it should be the other way around. Back in the day, right, people were actually going through things, like, for real, and the music was so good that it registered and it was timeless.
Right.
Now, you could mimic somebody, emulate somebody's whole look, everything about them, and do some viral shit, and boom, they're just gonna consider you a somebody. And then now a team's gonna come behind you, and then they're gonna fabricate those moments over and over and over and over again and try to create this, like, persona for you, and boom, and it just stays a number game, you know?
Right. But you see, there's the difference between not dropping anything and people are continuing to go back to your work. I think that speaks to the quality of what you created, right? Because just like you said,
wouldn't that make Kendrick almost, like, because I'm sorry for cutting you off, but
I'm listening.
Kendrick, who drops less than Drake but consistently sells a lot, you know, wouldn't that mean
it speaks to his quality as well, right? But guess what? The thing is,
does that make his quality better than Drake's?
Well, it depends on what you see, because that's the thing, right?
Quality, what he's able to do with less compared to Drake is what I'm getting at.
But that's the thing, you can't compare it because you're talking about somebody who has over, let's say, 20 fucking platinum plaques to somebody who has 6.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, I've dropped more, but I've also consistently gotten this result every single time.
That's a fact.
You know, so. And here's the thing, right? Music is a really subjective thing, and I don't like it when people like, oh well, this music is like fast food, and this music is like fine dining. I think that's a bullshit argument. People try to say, one thing I saw in the comment section a lot, well, McDonald's sells the most burgers, but that doesn't mean they sell the best burgers. Drake makes fast food music, and Kendrick Lamar makes fine dining music, and that's when I say, that's nonsense. Because music is free and accessible to everybody, and people, like, consistently can click and choose who they want to listen to. McDonald's sells the most because they have the most locations, so they're the most accessible, and they're cheaper than going out to spend a couple $100s on expensive food. So that's why McDonald's sells the most. You got to make it a comparison to, you know
how equally. Else I see it? I see it like this too, right? What's a spot that's known for having good burgers, quality burgers, you would say?
let's just compare it to like a hole in the wall barbecue spot, like your hometown barbecue spot that makes great food.
Let's say a Ruth Chris burger. Right? That's Drake. Right?
Okay.
McDonald's is the label manufacturing all the little Drakes. They're trying to create all these little Drakes and they're just putting it out there.
Thought. Okay.
You know, they're putting it out there. It'll never be that burger. Right. You know, but they're definitely fast feeding it. So all the people who copy what Drake's doing, you know, copy his sound or whatever the case is, that's McDonald's.
Yeah, because you know what? It takes, because that's the thing, right?
And they're pushing out the burgers. Those are the little Drakes. We're going to copy. Oh, he's doing this now. Oh, he's putting fucking Chipotle sauce in his burgers now. I bet. That's what we doing. You know what I mean? We're going to put that special out for a couple of months till nobody gives a fuck about it no more and throw the next thing out. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the difference between the artists who have a hot moment and, because again, right? You guys are so right when you say, all right, well, Ice Spice sold more than this person this year. Does that mean her music is better than this person's music? No. You know why? Because they had to drop. They spent a lot of money to get a return back. That's where you see those numbers come from. But those numbers aren't organically coming every single month over a long period of time. Because guess what? There's going to be people trying to say Taylor Swift isn't talented. Oh, she's mediocre. And it's like, guys, hold on a second.
She is a 30-year-old that cosplays a teenage girl.
But guess what, right? just because just because we're not her target demographic. Yeah. There are so many people that tune in on a day-to-day basis to listen to shit that she dropped from 10 fucking years, 12 years ago, still every single day. For people to say that she has no talent is fucking ridiculous. Yeah. That's ridiculous.
She's definitely talented.
And they say, oh, well, so because she sells more than fucking Jay-Z, does that mean she's better than Jay-Z? They're in completely different categories.
Yeah.
They're not, you can't compare. So I think numbers and sales has a lot to do with, for example, right? When we're talking about Michael Jackson, let's talk about Michael Jackson for a second. His numbers and his success don't come without the quality being a certain level. There's a certain level of success that you cannot achieve without your product quality being up here, A1.
Yeah.
You know? So, and again,
you also can't get there being one-dimensional.
That's also true.
You cannot. You need to be able. People were wondering, why is Drake acting like he from the UK? Why he got a UK accent? Why he acting like he was speaking in Arabic in some of his songs? You know what I'm saying? Like, that he went to Africa. Shit, he went to Jamaica. Shit, he went to Bad Bunny.
I think that's real creativity. To me, that's why
Drake is Drake. But people are like, you're a culture vulture. Hey, bro, when you're able to hit all targets, you're gonna have more eyes on you than the average person.
What is a culture vulture?
A culture vulture is basically somebody. For example, right? Who can I use as an example? Kim Kardashian.
Okay, tell me more.
She is a white woman who tries to be this single woman raising all these kids on her own. Black kids.
Right.
Steals from black designers. Like, she thinks she is a black woman. She went and bought a black body. You know what I'm saying? That's culture vulture.
Right. So now how do they translate that to art and music? When they call somebody a culture vulture when it comes to music, what is the actual definition of that? I'm trying to find that just so I can see, because when I see that, people trying to say, oh, well, you're doing stuff.
The real culture vultures are the labels.
Yes. Okay.
It's hard to deem the artist the culture vulture. You know what I mean? The label is the real culture vulture.
Because you have to really
like what they're doing with Sexy Red. You can't just go out there and monetize off some average Samantha. No, that wouldn't work. So you gotta go. You go and you go get that demographic of black ratchet women. You go and get one, grab them by the fucking hair. You know what I mean? Bring them out and you polish them up. Throw some money at them. They had to walk around with fake money on her ear. Everybody knew it was fake. Go out there and embarrass yourself until it works. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because they're profiting off this shit.
Right. So
off a culture that's already out there. They just need to they need somebody to glorify it. There's been like Sexy Red. They just brought Hoochie Mamas back. You know them 1990s. They just brought it. They took one and brought it back.
Right.
It's been a thing. They didn't create that, so that's a real vulture right there. Off a culture.
Now, here's the thing, right?
When they come and they feed off.
What's the difference between showing love to a culture versus being seen as a culture vulture by them? Because, again, right, for example...
giving back.
Okay.
Drake gives back.
And, yeah, okay. All right.
Just give more than you take.
Yeah, give more than you take. Exactly.
Well, okay. What is it that you're... So, as a creative, right? Because I like to hop on all kinds of fucking different beats. Like, sometimes, like... Oh shit, Afro beats, cool. Let me hop on this. Oh, this is from Ampano. Oh, this is what Tyler and them do. Okay, this is the Vito style. This is
okay. I think I have an idea.
This is Houston. This is West Coast. It's as a real true creative person, you should be able. It's natural for you to hear a sound and be like, oh, wait a second, and then your brain starts thinking and building on it, right?
So I'll tell you something, right?
Okay.
What would make you a culture vulture as an artist is having no core. So what I mean by that,
having no identity, making it
right.
your identity. Okay.
Babytron, right? Everything from his core is them Detroit beats.
Right.
Now anything he wants to do, if he wants to tap into something like a sound, he's gonna implement that to his Detroit style.
Why? That's limiting yourself as a creative.
No.
If every time,
so boom, that's it's just your core. So this is where it works, right? Right. Boom, like that. It could be a simple drum that he's using. You know what I mean? It could just be that drum. And now, if he wants to add like some reggae to it, he can do so. But you're still gonna hear a bit of his core. If he has no identity and he got this reggae album because reggae hot, or now he got this Afrobeat album because Afrobeat hot, or he got this he just doing shit because it's hot. He didn't come from nothing.
See, that is so...
Like, Drake has always been an emotional, like, singer. He sings to the ladies. And he's done that in every genre that he's tapped in with.
Right. Okay, so maybe you're talking about the subject matter, because that's what I was saying. When it comes to the sound, if you're a grungy New York hip-hop artist and you've been doing these 90s beats for a minute, and then all of a sudden you hear an 80s pop beat, and you're like, you know what? Fuck it. I want to make the song. Like, why is it now I got to rap gangster shit on this when I can just make the song? Because you're doing like the mental exercise to make this song. It's everything is like creative in a sense to where it's like, damn, like if I want to do an Afrobeat song, I have to do it almost yes, I want to be myself, but I also want to make it authentic to the sound. Like the challenge is making it sound for real and official. So I don't feel like people should be... Now
imagine you were making Afrobeat songs.
Okay.
You were profiting off of them. They were getting so big. You were never working with any Afrobeat artists, never working with any Afrobeat producers, never going to Africa, like doing nothing for the African Afrobeat community.
Right.
You're
while
now a culture
also
vulture.
not being African and pretending to look
exactly.
Okay.
You're now a culture vulture.
Now we got it. And again, so then when people just throw these shits around to artists who have been in touch all these communities and have given back, I think again it's just nonsense. But
they just hate him.
Yeah.
But we could leave it there. We could leave it there. I mean, unless you feel like we gotta.
Listen, we've been talking for a minute.
We got it in today. I ain't even gonna hold you. We $125. I ain't gonna hold you. But yeah, man. Till next time. Till next episode. Look, condolences to the family out there. For the United Healthcare Insurance guy who lost his life.
Don't worry about it. You're safe though. You're safe. He had a target, and the target got eliminated.
You know what I mean? Hopefully nobody else lose any of their family members due to just, it could be greed. It could be, somebody trying to set an example. You never know. But hey, we'll see what goes on with Kendrick and Drake with their tours. Hopefully Sexy Red doesn't have herpes, and we can just let this shit pass us by. And Andrew Schulz, we'll see what Charlamagne the God got to say.
Man,
we got to.
All right.
We got to.
I bet all kinds of money.
He ain't gonna say shit.
It's gonna be pandering for 5 minutes on their podcast, and they're gonna continue like nothing ever happened. Right. He's gonna be pandering for just so he can save his fucking look. But you know what? We'll see, and we'll bridge the gap. We'll bridge the gap on that next time.
Right.
Yo, my name is J Pierre. You can follow me on the gram at J Pierre Official, aka the Troubled Artist, baby.
Yes, sir. It's your boy King Mill, the 8 guy. You can follow me on Instagram everywhere. King Mill Mycius. This is episode 5. Bridge the gap. Hit the like button, share button, subscribe button, comment what you would like to see us do next.
Facts.
Peace.